Oh, yeah, cool. So the reason for the webinar is that we see this specification or this spec all the time that asks for the millennial read, or sometimes we'll be asked to sound more conversational, or the guy next door, girl next door, woman next door, man next door, whatever. And I've basically, for me personally, I've been able to break this spec down in a very simple way to where it makes sense to anybody. And first and foremost, you don't have to be a millennial to understand how to break this down and start booking a lot more. Most people think, or they get the direction sometimes from clients or from other coaches or whatnot that say, oh, you have to care less, or just throw it away, or just do less. But that doesn't necessarily mean that, because if we just sound like we're reading it, it sounds horrible. So how do you make something sound as cool and nonchalant as possible with also still getting the product across while also being cool without trying to be cool? That's basically where the webinar is going to cover. Well, first and foremost, I'm an actor like everyone else, and I respect an actor's time. So we're going to be starting right away. There's not going to be a backstory. I'm not going to talk about myself and my work and what I'm doing for 20 minutes, and then we get into it, and then before you know, it's Q&A time. I'm not knocking anyone else that does that, but that's not what this is going to be. We're going to be covering a lot of stuff within the hour. Hitting it fresh from 10:01 once we start. Going to be breaking down and deciphering what a millennial is and how their demographic, their generation is different from the cord cutters to the cord nevers to the mobile kids, which is a new demographic that just popped up about 4 months ago or whatnot. We're also going to be covering how to decipher and make small adjustments of natural nuances that we already do based on what we see within the specs or the direction or the feedback that we're getting on each read that we're doing, and what that means particularly towards that specific style. And then we're going to get into a lot of Q&A, just an open shootout towards the end. You can catch the webinar May 9th, which is this Tuesday coming up, at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be 12 p.m. Central Standard Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, that's going to pop up on May 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, check it out. What's up, everybody? This is Jason Linere White, aka Sensei Jason of the VO Dojo. And this Tuesday, May 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to be learning how to lock down the millennial read. If you want to check that out and start booking more when you see this specific spec, sign up. See you there. Peace.